to end this study today by saying that what we're discussing is not legalism. In other words, we're not saying here that we keep the commandments of God in order to be saved. We're talking about keeping the commandments out of love for Jesus Christ. I want you to notice Revelation chapter 14 and verse 1. Revelation chapter 14 and verse 1 speaks about the end time generation. It speaks about those who follow the Lamb wherever the Lamb goes. Those who have no lie in their mouth. Those who are without spot before the throne of God. Notice they had a special characteristic. Revelation 14 and verse 1. Then I looked, and behold, a Lamb standing on Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his Father's name written where? In their foreheads. What is written in the foreheads of that end-time generation who keep the commandments of God? The name of God. Now the question is, what does the name represent in Scripture? I want to read you a statement from the Interpreter's Dictionary of the Bible, Volume 3, pages 500 and 501. In biblical thought, a name is not a mere label of identification. It is an expression of the essential nature of its bearer. In other words, your name indicates who you are. A man's name reveals his character, says this Interpreter's Dictionary of the Bible. Adam was able to give names to the beasts and birds because, as Milton says, he understood their nature. In other words, Adam was able to understand the character of the beasts, therefore he was able to name them. In fact, in the Bible, the name stands for the character. Let me give you a couple of verses to illustrate that point. Genesis 27 and verse 36. Genesis 27 and verse 36. This is the story of Jacob and Esau. And Esau said, speaking about his brother, is he not rightly named Jacob? For he has, Jacob means supplanter, by the way. For he has supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and now look, he has taken away my blessing. In other words, he is rightly named. He is the supplanter. Notice 1 Samuel chapter 25 and verse 25. 1 Samuel 25 and verse 25. This is speaking about Naboth, which the name, or Nabal rather, the name Nabal means fool. And so it says, please, let not my Lord regard this scoundrel Nabal, for as his name is, so is he. Nabal is his name, and folly is with him. In other words, he's rightly named fool. In other words, his name indicates his what? His character. The name represents the character. And by the way, where is the character of God revealed? Where is the character of God described in written form? The character of God is described in written form in the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments show what God is like. And by the way, this is the reason why in the Bible, time after time after time, sin is against God. Breaking the commandments is actually sinning against a person, against God. The prodigal son says, I have sinned against heaven and against you, and I'm not worthy to be called your son. And you remember that David said, against you, only you have I what? Have I sinned. So when we break the 10 Commandments, we're sinning against the law, because the law is a reflection of what? Is a reflection of the 10 Commandments. Notice Exodus 33, verses 18 and 19. Exodus 33, verses 18 and 19. Here Moses is on the mountain, and he asks God, please, show me your glory.